Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Through Black and White Eyes Inside Scoop Update. I got a text message last night saying NUFC update. And then I read it and I thought, all right, then there's a little bit in there. Not as much as I was hoping for, but it's still good stuff. And I always said if I ever get a message, I will report exactly what it was. But before we get into it very quickly, don't forget Falsenineltd hoodies, email address below if you're interested in one, £35. Absolute bargain. They're absolutely beautiful. They're so warm, so cozy for the winter, and there should be some hats available as well soon. So please keep an eye out of the channel's sponsor and mine and Liam's business. Free advertisement for it, because obviously I own it. This is my channel as well, so why not? Don't forget the raffles live. Alan Shearer's testimonial shirt, 2 Kevin Keegan shirts, 5 powdered coated signs, 3 Kevin Keegan prints, 1 of them signed, and hopefully a St. Maximum signed photograph framed will be added to that as well. 2 for a £5, 5 for a £10. Contact me on Twitter or via the email address below. And Steve has got 35 of these left now, I think. The beautiful powdered coated signs, £40 in the UK. That's including delivery, £70 elsewhere. Please contact myself via Twitter or via the email address below, and I'll get you hooked up with Steve, who, once he's done these, they're done, and they'll be an absolute fabulous Christmas present for any Newcastle United fan. They're amazing, indoors, outdoor use. That's the advertisement out of the way. Subscribe, thumbs up. Cheers, guys. First of all, happy birthday to our gaffer. What an incredible job he's done since he came in. You know, what a difference a year makes. He's been absolutely fabulous. And it's never a day off with him, though, is it? Even though it's his birthday, this is what I got told. Players have been given strict running drills with their time off, so they remain fit. So even though they've had a bit of time away, they've been told to keep themselves fit by sticking to a regime. This is technically their like belated summer holiday, but they've got to stay fit because, you know, this season's massive for us. As mentioned on the last one, NUFC report back to training Monday, which was yesterday. They will stay there a week to get their fitness up before they fly out to Saudi Arabia. So they're going to have a week's training at the training ground. And then they're going to fly out to Saudi Arabia for the warm weather training and the friendly game as well. I believe there's going to be one or hopefully 2. Can't get the lighting right in this. But there we go. So this man, as I don't know if you've seen on Twitter, it's been absolutely fabulous. Apparently, Poppy, Trips, and Wilson have all been talking to Maddison. And there was a big smile on his face when he was talking about in the interview with the interest from Newcastle. And there's a lot of Leicester fans still believe that this deal is going to get done. I'm personally keeping my fingers crossed. You know, it says on here he remains the number 1 target. And what's happened when we've had our number 1 targets? Botman, done. Bruno, done. Trippier, done. You know, can we add another tick next to Maddison, which would be absolutely fantastic? I can't wait for it. There's a transfer meeting planned for early next week. Eddie Howe has a list of players he would like. So that's very, very interesting. So hopefully in the next coming couple of weeks, there'll be a lot more of these videos and live shows with hopefully we'll learn some names on that list through the agent we know. So fingers crossed we can get you some information about that. But Maddison does seem to be the number 1. The way he was giggling in that interview and laughing and smiling about the interest with Newcastle, it shows that he's not putting it down, is he? He's not saying, no, nothing's there, I'm Leicester player, I'm da-da-da-da-da. He's had a bit of a joke about it and a smile on his face that says to me he's very much interested, guys. Just from his body language and the way he was talking, it's not information, it's just my gut feeling. Along with him being the number 1 target, we've got a very good chance of getting this lad signed. Please. The Chronicle have ran a rumour story on Capo. I still think he's Man United bound, guys. Is there any truth in it? I've been asked. We are interested. Don't get me wrong. He's a quality player, so of course we're interested. However, you know, we don't want to waste our time on targets who don't want to come to Newcastle. So he seems to have his heart set on Man United. He's a Man United fan. Ten Hag has already said, you know, he didn't sign him in the summer, but he still wants him. So I would presume he's going to end up at Man United. But you never know. We're in the top 4. We're a club on the up. We're on the rise. Let's see what happens. Because I would love to see him. Pulisic has been rumoured to be 35 million, so I don't know if we'll be in for him. I would really like Pulisic, to be completely honest with you. Football talent, but also his marketing value as well for the club would be huge for FFP. I know it sounds horrible to talk about a player like that, use him as a billboard, but America, Canada, Jesus, massive billboard, isn't he? So he sells almost the same amount of shirts as Messi does. So it just shows you his actual value as a marketing board. But he's also a very good player, and I think he would do a great job for us. But there you go. Right. The other one that's been mentioned recently, and I don't know where this has come from, but Vlahovic from Juventus and Isak going the other way. It can't happen. As far, he's already signed for a club in the summer. Isak did. Vlahovic went to Juventus in the summer. That means they can't move in the January window. As far as I'm aware, you have to be at the club for at least a year before you can move again. So I would be very surprised if there's any truth in that. I'm sure that's the rules. Someone will have to quote me on it or tell me I'm wrong, because I could be. But the way the state Juventus are in at the moment, they're not going to be able to do any transfer dealings. They've just sacked all their board. It's a very interesting time for Juventus in the Italian league, and Vlahovic is a huge talent. But Isak's a massive talent. Look what he did against Liverpool. We know what he's capable of. So why would we want to swap? I just can't see it. And I haven't heard anything from anyone that this is an actual, bona fide, true rumor. But it is out there. So, but I think it's a complete non-starter, to be completely honest with you. Right, this man, Trossard, he's making noise again. Everyone thought Chelsea bound. I thought Chelsea bound, to be completely honest with you. But NUFC have made an approach for Trossard. Not a done deal, but looking very good. Talks advanced. And it looks like the links that we have with Brighton seem to be working in our favour. Obviously, everyone thought, the coaching staff and the manager going to Chelsea, Trossard would choose them. But would he get game time? That's the interesting one. And I think he does for us because of all our injuries. And we have a very weak bench as well. So it's definitely one to keep a massive eye on, because Trossard, quality player, left-sided. I am very, very interested to see where it goes. And he basically sent another message saying, promising on Trossard, our Brighton links seem to be working. So very interesting. And then the truth on Kapoor was, we are linked, but nothing serious yet, working on Maddison and Trossard. So they seem to be the two big deals that we're really, really working on at the moment. Which is very, 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 very interesting stuff. Don't forget, guys, drop a subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment below on the information. Ask as many questions as you want. Ask, anything you want. I will try and answer as best as I can. There's more information about other players coming up in the future, because we know we're going to be linked with everyone, aren't we? I mean, even these Ronaldo links still haven't gone away yet, which is absolutely crazy. But we know we're not getting Ronaldo. These wages are just going to be far too much. It ain't happening. There is also that other one that's been floating around. Maximo Peronon is very close to joining Newcastle United, according to many sources. Besedas used to play for us as his agent. He's flown over apparently for talks. So let's see what happens with that one as well. That is a very interesting young talent, and we're hopefully going to get some information on him very, very soon, fingers crossed. But Maddison, Trossard, they're the two top targets as we're speaking. And then there should be more to come out of the club in the future days. So let's see what happens. But thanks for watching, everyone. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up button if you don't mind. It helps massively for the channel. We're on our road to 10,000. We've had over 1 million views on the channel now, which is absolutely unreal. Thank you so much for your support. Even though I get a lot of shit, I'll carry on doing it because there's a lot of you guys out there who enjoy, the channel. So thank you so much for doing it. Consider being a member. We've got 2 tickets to the Bournemouth game to give away, remember, on the 7th of December. So if you're a member for 99p, you'll be put into the draw to win one of those 2 tickets. So consider doing that. False9 is our sponsor and also our company. We are looking to make a business out of this. And False9 hoodies are unbelievable, £35. Check the email address out below for more information. The raffle's live, but don't forget these. Steve's got 35 of them left. Powdered coated metal Newcastle crests. They're absolutely beautiful, indoors, outdoor use. Contact me via Twitter or via the email address below, and buy one for someone for Christmas, because once they're gone, they are 100% gone, because I won't be doing it again. And Steve's not doing it again. So unless there's a massive demand for it, which I don't think there will be. So please consider getting one while you've got the chance. I'll be live later on tonight. It is Tuesday. England v Wales will be on. I'll be live at 10 to 7, 10 minutes before kickoff, so we can have a chat while the game is on. And then we've got Gallagher Girls on Wednesday. So I'm really looking forward to having the girls back on, talking about the mid-season review. And then on Friday, hopefully there'll be a new show with Liam coming out. So keep an eye out for the channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you know what's going on. Take care till next time, guys. See you later.